Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. It's new play day! We're starting in on the Two Noble Kinsmen, which honestly is not a play that I was terribly familiar with prior to this, so I had to do a bit of research coming in, and it's not one that's performed a whole lot, and it's not one that is in the first folio. It wasn't published until afterwards, and there's a lot of speculations by scholars, so it's just sort of universally accepted now that Shakespeare didn't write this on his own. He wrote it in collaboration with somebody else, and they've even gone so far as to figure out like which scenes Shakespeare probably wrote and which scenes the other guy probably wrote and that sort of a thing. And this is also one of the last plays that he wrote before he sort of retired from all of this, and then he ended up dying like 3 years later. So super happy fun stuff. But anyway, it is a comedy, so prepare yourself to laugh. And we start off with a prologue. I'll chat more after the prologue. So we start off with the prologue, which says, "New plays and maidenheads are near akin, much followed both, for both much money given, if they stand sound and well. And a good play, whose modest scenes blush on his marriage day, and shake to lose his honor, is like her that after holy tie and first night stir, yet still is modesty, and still retains more of the maid to sight than husband's pains. We pray our play may be so, for I am sure it has a noble breeder and a pure, a learned and a poet never went more famous yet twixt Poe and Silver Trent. Chaucer, of all admired, the story gives. There constant to eternity it lives. If we let fall the nobleness of this, and the first sound this child hear be a hiss, how will it shake the bones of that good man and make him cry from underground, 'Oh, fan from me the witless chafe of such a writer that blasts my bays and my famed works makes lighter than Robin Hood.' This is the fear we bring. For to say truth, it were an endless thing, and too ambitious to aspire to him, weak as we are, and almost breathless swim in this deep water. Do but you hold out your helping hands, and we shall take about and something do to save us. You shall hear scenes, though below his art, may yet appear worth 2 hours' travail. To his bones sweet sleep content you. If this play do not keep a little dull time from us, we perceive our losses fall so thick, we must needs leave." So the things that this prologue is telling us, it doesn't, as many of Shakespeare's other prologues do, they tell us sort of what to expect, and this one does and doesn't do that. It tells us that this play is based on a story by Chaucer, but it doesn't tell us which story by Chaucer it's based on. Here's a hint, it's A Knight's Tale. I looked it up. But yeah, and it's saying, you know, the good plays are the ones that are modest but still entertaining and all these sorts of things. So that's what they're going for in hoping to put on this play. And they're also hoping that this play isn't so terrible that the audience hisses at it and Chaucer's body rolls over in its grave and is like, "What are you doing to my work?" and all of that sort of thing. So they're like, you know, when we're done with this play, we're trying our best to pay homage to Chaucer's story. And when we're done, you know, please be kind to us, or else we're going to have to go away and not do this again. So yeah, that's the prologue. It doesn't introduce us to any of the characters or any of the potential plot points, because as I said, it doesn't even tell us which Chaucer play it's about, but it's a prologue that just sort of asks the audience to be kind to them once the show is done and says, "We're doing our best. We hope that this is an entertaining couple hours." So good way to start a play, fun note to start off on. And tomorrow we will start to get into what is actually happening so that we can have some plot points and a story and all of that fun stuff. So yeah, come on back tomorrow while we start to figure out what this play is all about. I'll see you then. Mwah.